The Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has sealed the corporate headquarters of Ikeja Electric over alleged non-compliance and violation of consumer rights, according to Director of Surveillance and Investigation at FCCPC, Bola Adeyinka. The company had failed to comply with a binding decision by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission to recognize 19 residential units and a service point owned by a complainant as separate customer units and provide the required metering and connection. The Commission disclosed that this resulted in the complainant being without electricity supply for over 2.5 years, despite paying all charges and meeting every obligation.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC) issued a binding decision directing Ikeja Electric to unbundle a maximum demand account into 20 non-maximum demand accounts to recognize each of the 19 residential units and the service point owned by the complainant as separate customer units and to provide the required metering and connection. Ikeja Electric did not carry out that decision. Because of this failure, the complainant has been without electricity supply for more than 2.5 years. This was despite paying all charges requested by Ikeja Electric and meeting every obligation. The lack of electricity has prevented the complainant from putting the 19 residential units to use. The Commission engaged Ikeja Electric severally. We notified the company of the complaint and the outstanding NEC decision. In April 2025, we issued a directive that set out the steps required and the timelines for compliance. No action was taken. On 2nd October 2025, the Commission issued a compliance notice requiring full compliance within 7 business days. The company still did not comply. The FCCPA provides the legal framework of this intervention. Section 17 sets out the Commission's functions. These include resolving complaints, issue directives, and taking enforcement action where breaches continue. That is what we are doing here. Section 18 gives the Commission the powers required to ensure compliance with the Act. This includes taking enforcement steps, such as sealing premises where an undertaking's conduct has created prolonged consumer harm. Section 124 prohibits harassment, coercion, undue influence or unfair tactics in the supply of goods and services, withholding or frustrating access to service in circumstances that cause avoidable hardship falls within this prohibition. Section 150 allows the Commission to issue a compliance notice that specifies the steps an undertaking must take to remedy a contravention. It also permits the escalation where the undertaking ignores the notice. Section 155 makes it an offense for an undertaking to infringe consumer rights. These provisions provide the statutory basis for today's action. Ikeja Electric's sustained refusal to carry out lawful regulatory decision, together with the prolonged deprivation of electricity to 19 residential units, meets the threshold for intervention. Sealing this facility is a proportionate enforcement measure taken only after repeated engagement and several opportunities for voluntary compliance. The seal will remain in place until Ikeja Electric complies fully with the directives issued by both NEC and the FCCPC and provides written evidence of that compliance. Consumers are entitled to fair treatment and timely access to essential services. The Commission will continue to enforce the law to protect these rights and to ensure that service providers meet their obligations. Also note that Ikeja Electric claim that they have a control room in this building, which the FCCPC has given a permission to enter so that consumers will not suffer. We don't want service interruption, service disruption in Ikeja Electric franchise area. So they claim they have a control room here, which we have granted an access to.